said out loud. There was a time in my life when I worked so intensely, my body filed a formal complaint. I'm not exaggerating. I would sit at my laptop for hours, sometimes days, eating at my desk, sleeping for hours, leaving only to use the bathroom, building websites with a level of focus that felt normal to me. But then one day my body said enough. It didn't say it politely, not gently, not with a whisper, but rather with hypertension. That was my wake-up call, not a motivational quote, not a productivity hack, not a spiritual revelation. A medical diagnosis. So when I talk about slow becoming, please understand, I didn't learn it from a book. I learned it from survival. And if you're listening to this right now, I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you didn't come back to this podcast the same person. You came back quieter, more intentional, more aware of your limits, more protective of your peace, more unwilling to betray your body for ambition. So let me welcome you properly. Welcome to season 3, the season where we stop performing from strength and start practicing sustainability. This is not the season of hustle. This is not the season of burnout disguised as excellence. This is not the season of I'll rest when I'm done. This is the season of slow becoming. The kind of becoming that doesn't cost you your health, your joy, your peace, or your presence. Season 3 starts now. And welcome to Pixel Reflections, the space where we evolve with honesty, grow with intention, and create without sacrificing ourselves. I'm your host, Olajumoke, a storyteller, web developer, and recovering perfectionist who learned the hard way that becoming isn't just about who you're growing into. It's about who your body can sustain. Season 2 was about awakening. Season 3 is about enlightenment. This season is for the version of you who is tired of rushing, tired of forcing, tired of pretending you're okay when your body has been whispering, slow down. Slow becoming is not laziness. It's not lack of ambition. It's not procrastination. Slow becoming is self-respect. It's the moment you stop treating your body like an inconvenience and start treating it like a partner. It's when you stop chasing timelines that were never meant for you. It's when you stop performing resilience and start practicing rest. There was a time in my life when I lived with one belief: I must be the best. Not for applause, not for validation, not for acceptance. I never needed any of that. I simply held myself to a standard so high that anything less felt like betrayal. So I worked, not out of insecurity, but out of intensity. Hours disappeared, days disappeared, meals became optional, sleep became negotiable, and my body became an afterthought. I wasn't chasing output. I was chasing excellence. Then one day, my body intervened. Hypertension. Not at an age where anyone expects it. An age where anyone prepares it. But young. Too young. And here's the part I rarely admit. Whenever I was admitted into the hospital, at any time, my laptop came with me, not because I was pressured, not because anyone demanded it, but because I believed excellence required it. I worked from the hospital bed. I answered emails with an IV in my arm. I reviewed designs between blood pressure checks. At some point, the nurses stopped asking me, "Why are you working?" and started asking me, "Do you need a charger?" That's when I realized my reputation had gone ahead of me. But lying there, with machines monitoring the body I had ignored, I realized something I had never considered. I was trying to be the best in a way my body could not survive. I wasn't becoming quickly. I was becoming unsustainably. And that was the moment everything shifted. Not because I had lost ambition, certainly not because I stopped caring, but because I finally understood. Excellence means nothing if your body cannot carry you into the future you're building. So I slowed down, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. And that was the beginning of my slow becoming. Slow becoming isn't abstract. It operates on 3 quiet laws. Number 1, your body is the first truth. If your body says stop, your spirit must listen. Number 2, your pace is part of your purpose. Not everything meaningful is fast. Not everything slow is failure. Number 3, your becoming must be sustainable. If it costs you your health, your peace, or your presence, it's too expensive. You know you're entering a new era of becoming when you realize something simple but profound. You were never trying to prove anything. Your evolution isn't a performance, it's a refinement. And the humor of grown evolution is this. You start doing things that make your old life look loud. You choose silence over explanation. You choose rest over performance. You choose boundaries without guilt. You choose yourself without debate. Not because you're seeking approval or you've outgrown the need for it. Your old patterns watch all of this like retired employees who still show up to the office out of habit. But your new self, it's calm, centered, sovereign. Slow becoming is not about becoming worthy. It's about becoming well. Your body has always known who you are, even when your pace didn't match your truth. Before your mind understood, before your habit aligned, before your life adjusted, your body was the first to whisper, "This speed is not sustainable." Slow becoming is not a mindset shift. It's a physiological awakening. It's your nervous system remembering safety. It's your breath remembering depth. It's your heart remembering steadiness. It's your spine remembering dignity. Slow becoming feels like the first deep breath after years of shallow ones. It feels like your shoulders finally dropping from a height you didn't realize they were holding. Feels like your life saying, you don't have to brace anymore. I remember the first evening I closed my laptop early. I wasn't tired, but because I was listening. I stood up, walked away from my desk, and for the first time in years, my body didn't resist. It exhaled. That moment was small, but it was the beginning of a new rhythm, a rhythm my life had been waiting for. I want to ask you questions that don't come from insecurity but from identity. Where in your life are you being invited to move with more intention? What part of you is asking for a gentler pace, not because you're unsure, but because you're wiser? What truth have you outgrown but haven't spoken aloud? What boundary is no longer negotiable because your spirit has matured beyond explanation? What version of you is emerging quietly, not to be seen, but to be lived? Take a deep breath. There is a version of you your body has been waiting for. A version that doesn't rush. A version that doesn't break itself to be brilliant. A version that doesn't confuse urgency with importance. A version that becomes at the pace of truth. Say this out loud with me. I am becoming at the pace of breath. I am becoming at the pace of truth. I am becoming at the pace of healing. I am becoming at the pace of wisdom. I am becoming at the pace of my own life. I am becoming slowly, deeply, fully, and without apology. Thank you for stepping into season 3 with me. May your pace be honest. May your body be heard. May your becoming be gentle. May your life unfold in truth. Your companion PDF is waiting for you. A quiet guide for your next steps. This is the season of slow becoming. And we're doing it with intention, with clarity, and with full respect for the lives we're building. Welcome to a new era.